Hello and welcome! This is going to be one of my first recordings on my YouTube channel. I've decided to play a classic game I used to play a lot. It's called Wolfquest, and this is the 2.7 version. There is a newer version, that's why I'm specifically calling it 2.7, just in case you're wondering. And it's called Wolfquest Anniversary Edition. There's a beta version as well of that, but we're going to go ahead and hop in. I'm going to show you a bit of gameplay. So I'm going to be doing Amethyst Mountain, and I am going to be using a wolf that I've already had. As you can see, I have played probably a lot. I have several wolves, but Star is my most used and has the most experience. So this character I'm going to be using. However, if you did want to create a new wolf, you would choose a coat color and abilities. You could change your stamina, your strength, your speed. You could even change what type of howl you have. Personally, this is still my favorite. And you could change body, and you could even add a radio color. There's an Easter egg on that later, but for this video, I'm gonna go ahead and use Star. So this is Amethyst Mountain, and this is the first part of the Wolfquest game. And the second part is Sleuth Creek. Essentially, we'll be getting to that. I'll be saying Sloth Creek a lot. I apologize in advance. Both places are in Yellowstone National Park, and that actually is a real place. This is based on an actual wolf's life. So, basically, the first part of a wolf's journey here, other than being raised, is a quest for a mate. So you are a 2-year-old gray wolf born in northern range of Yellowstone National Park. 2-year-old gray wolf, by the way, is a dispersal. You'll want to know that for later. And you've learned the ways of the wolf in your birth pack. Now it's time for you to find a home and build your own family. So essentially, this is a quest for a mate. You will have to learn how to hunt first, though, which is what we're going to be doing first. After that, we can hopefully find a mate and partner in crime and go on to start our own pack, which is what this game is all about, and teaching players about this. If you get confused, just press question mark for the help menu and it'll show this for the game controls. If you're on PC. There are 4 difficulties. I'm going to go with the easiest because this is a walkthrough. Don't go on BIO if this is your first game. It's a bit of advice, very challenging. First thing to note is that compass in the top corner, as well as your stamina, which is your energy, and your health bar, which is also your hunger. If your green health bar goes down completely, you won't be able to run as much, you won't be able to bite or attack, and you'll need to rest, which is basically this. I'm pressing R key so my wolf will rest, in order to restore that. You can also sleep and change time of day, but that's just another feature we'll get into later. The health bar is also your hunger bar, so if you run out of food, you will die. If you run out of health while fighting, you will die. Very important. There are predators in this game, like grizzly bears, coyotes, but there's also a smaller prey called a hare. However, today we're going to just focus on trying to hunt an elk down. And after that, we'll go find a mate. So the compass, that little elk icon right there, that's the elk hunting ground, which is the orange circle I'm currently headed to. The purple one is the wolf territory, but we're going to be mostly focusing on this right here, because we want to go hunting so we can be ready to go find a mate. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you didn't notice, I entered scent view by pressing V, which is what this is telling me. I'm going to be able to find scents this way, so I can run around and look for basically purple scent marks. And this is what a wolf would actually be seeing. Their vision is black and white essentially, but they will be seeing different splashes of color, which would be considered scent. The purple is elk and the yellow are wolves. There's some other scent marks. We'll probably see them. Not sure. If you do see a plume off in the distance, a purple plume, that's representing an elk carcass. So basically something you can eat. So to attack an elk, you're going to be using your spacebar or right click, again if you're on PC. And to hold down, you will be doing more damage. So that's probably my main mode of hunting. I love holding down because I don't have to worry about constantly staying on its heels and biting multiple times. So there is a downwind, upwind, and off to the side feature wind, I guess is what it's called. I don't really know what a side wind is called. I personally don't really pay much attention to this. Sorry, Wolfquest. But it's not really advanced, and often it doesn't really seem to matter. I'm pretty sure there's some coding in there that makes it matter, but I'm not very good with it. So understand if you see me not doing so well, that's probably why. There is a bull elk here. They always spawn with this one herd. And in any herd, there will always be one bull elk. Don't attack this on single player if you can help it. If you want to get brave, try and kill all the cow elk. Continue to attack the bull if you get low on health. Go and eat from the cow elk and come back and attack. That's a really good strategy that will help you out. So I'm going to go ahead and run up, and if you notice, some of the elk run away. That's because their health bar, unlike the ones that are slowly backing away, are lower. So the weaker ones are always going to be running away, and those are the ones you're going to want to attack first. If you plan to take down a whole herd of these, well, that's your preference. But personally, I'm going to go ahead and just get close and start the hunt. This is essentially how it works. You do want to keep an eye on your energy bar, though. That red icon there is telling you can bite down. So if you look, my energy bar went down, so I'm now going to rest so I can go back and bite again. So that's essentially how you hunt and bring down an elk. It is very important you don't take too much damage, because in the end you'll end up dying before the elk is done dying. There won't be much you can do to stop that. Like so. I just got kicked by an elk as I was being dragged along. You don't want that to happen. This could end really poorly. Okay. We're in the final stage. The elk is now in full offensive. It's very tired and it can't do any more running. So it's just going to start kicking at you, and you're gonna have to constantly bite it and lose a bunch of health. This is probably where I'm going to fail, because I got kicked by that elk earlier. As you see, my health bar is really low. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. We're gonna go ahead and head over to wolf territory. And hopefully we'll be able to get a dispersal to come and follow us around and become our partner in crime. Again, that little icon up there is the wolf territory indicator. No, I'm not running in zigzags because I've gone bad at the game since Anniversary Edition, but that's just to show you all what I'm talking about. Now, scent view is going to become a little important now, because when we get in wolf territory, you're going to have to look for this yellow trail of scent marks from another wolf, so that you can find them, introduce yourself, and hopefully, again, get a mate and partner in crime to move on to Sloth Creek. And I did say Sloth Creek, I meant Slough Creek. I apologize in advance if I ramble a bit too much. I tend to get distracted too, and maybe you'll see that later in other tutorials. I was wrong, the cap is 800 XP. Alright, see, if you look, there's already these little yellow circles, and I just follow them. Let's hope it's a dispersal first off. If not, I may go ahead and cut out the video until I get one. You will have to leave the territory multiple times and go back in order to spawn a new wolf. They don't move, they're always stationary, so it's not too hard to find them. And when you do, please be dispersal. Yes, it is. Okay, so when you do, you will be able to enter a social arena. As so. So the way you know it's a dispersal mill, other than obviously the box you saw there earlier, to indicate it is the dialogue. It says, "I'm not sure about this." That's to indicate that this is a potential mate and partner in crime. Oh look, a research plane. That's that Easter egg, if you were paying attention, that I was talking about with the radio collar. Research planes are a real thing. Those who study wolves will sometimes track them with the radio collar and fly overhead. So the dialogue options are always the same. And you'll want to follow this order. It'll say hello there, and if you notice, a little heart shows. You need 5 of these in total in order to get a proper exit to the social arena. So I'm going to say, "I like you," because you want to let them know you're interested and you're not trying to scare them off or be hostile, and you'll get a second heart. And I'm going to say, "Let's play," and get a little friendly, get to bond a bit, and that's what the social arena is basically all about. Got 3 more. This is called playing bow. You actually might see this behavior in your dog because it's like an inherent nature. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so you'll then say, "Let's start a pack," because you've officially stated your interest. And this is basically a licking face animation. This is a submission, sign of submission and acceptance. And you'll then say it again just to finalize. Alright, and as you can see, it says this wolf becomes your mate, and it's that easy in real life. I'm just kidding. That doesn't really make it that easy. Anyway, so I'm not really good with names. I'm gonna go ahead and try and think of one. Let's go with Spruce. I don't know why, that just sounds like a good name. After like a tree. That works. So, now that you've done that, you'll see that you've completed the quest, and it'll say done with quest. And boom, you're done. And you don't have to worry about much else. If you notice, a little heart has appeared on above your compass there next to your wolf's name. That's your mate. And essentially, the less health your mate has, the lighter it will get. Your mate cannot die. Your mate is basically immortal. Keep that into mind. So we can now transition to Sloth Creek, as you've officially got your partner in crime. And that's where you become basically alphas, and you start your own pack. Most people don't know this, but a pack is actually a family. And alphas are the hierarchy or parents, while the others are basically what you would consider, I guess you could say, the family, the pups. And we're gonna get into that really shortly. So you can stay and you can bond with your mate, or you could go ahead and head over to Slough Creek. Now, my health is a bit low, and I need to make sure it's full, because when you enter Slough Creek, I believe you enter with the health you have, and it's not full, which I'm going to be needing to do a lot of hunting. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'll be back, and we'll head on to Slough Creek. Hello, I am back, and I just found a cougar. I went ahead and saved real quick, because I'm going to try and attempt to eat. This could end very poorly, because I'm going to basically... Yeah. Ooh, I did chase that cougar away. Alright. Not so bad. Anyway, you're going to need to know that you can chase these away, and if you want to fight over a carcass, you can. Of course, now I have less health than I started, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and go to these nice purple plumes and get some more. In Slough Creek, you will see a lot more predator activity, and unlike in Amethyst Mountain, you'll actually have to deal with it. So it's good to know that there are cougars, bears, and coyotes in this game. Coyotes tend to be more of a pest than anything, but let's hope we end out okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Slough Creek, and I'll let y'all know when I get there. Oh, I did forget to mention, this little star is how you're gonna find your way over to the area you need to be in order to transition to Slough Creek. So let's head on over. What did I name you again? Spruce? Yes. Alright, so we're almost there. You see the little copse of trees? That means you're nearby and you're gonna be transitioning rather soon. So once I get here, a little message will pop up. There we go. And you can stay on Amethyst or go to Slough Creek. Me, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Slough Creek. My health is full, and I am prepared to start my pack. Alright, that's about it for this episode. Next episode we'll be doing Survival of the Pack, which is the next quest line. And we'll be reviewing how to survive in Slough Creek with your hopeful new additions. I'll see y'all next time. Like, subscribe if you like what you see.